What's going on, everyone? TCG here, and as most of you should be aware at this point, Target had a big sale of booster bundles for Scarlet and Violet 151 on Friday. There have been a ton of online sales, hit or miss. A lot of times, only been available for 30 seconds, a minute, but this one went on for 5 or 10 minutes. And from what our data scraper says, they had about 100,000 bundles for sale. So I got a notification this morning that said the bundles that I bought are going to be delivered today. So I wanted to do a quick follow up. So I did a video a couple days ago just about what is the best way to play 151. And one of the concepts I kind of live by here is you buy high quality product when the supply is at the highest. Obviously there are people trying to flip this, trying to sell it, and we know at some point this is going to dry up. So with a massive amount of quantity hitting effectively starting today through Christmas, and I do believe that a lot of these sales are geared toward delivery by Christmas, I wanted to talk through this because I think right now is probably the best opportunity you're ever going to get at the lowest data point for 151. So, I kind of want to focus on just the price of the booster pack. So again, further concept, the booster pack is kind of like the bar of gold, if you will. The UPC might be, a gold doubloon from the 1600s, 1700s. It's in a different form, but at the end of the day, it still has a base value that it's effectively, the booster pack, and the booster pack is the floor of what the value is going to be. So let's just kind of use that as the baseline for all of our valuation here. So, the first question is how many packs or boxes are going to be in the wild? And I've mentioned this for a couple months now. The Pokemon company loves money. They're going to print the shit out of this product. And quite honestly, they have a whole year to do it still. So this isn't surprising going into the holiday season. I know a lot of YouTube folks are like, they're done. I have no idea what they're talking about. So let's just look here. And here's a picture of a basically full 151 bundle. Looks like it has about 4 Zapdos bundles. These are the Alakazams down here. There's 4 of those. And then there's about 16 or so the booster bundles. The Zapdos Alakazam have 4 packs. The bundles obviously have 6. So I looked at Walmart, and we know that there were 100,000 bundles listed just at that one pack in time. So this is like a bare bones. So 100,000, 6 packs. I'm estimating they probably had 4 restocks over the holiday season. Again, this is ASPL math, but this is just to kind of get together some sort of magnitude on how much product's out there. So in this math, you're 2.4 million packs, the equivalent of 66,666 booster boxes, right? So let's put a pin in that for a minute, because ultimately, there are no booster boxes of the product, as everybody knows. But in my mind, booster box is kind of the lowest common denominator. So Target stores, here we're looking at the Zapdos Alakazam bundles. So 4416, which is consistent with what we see in the display. Let's just assume over the weekend they have 4 different restocks. So each store has approximately, what does this work out to, 512 packs. Now, I'm saying that there's 1,500 stores that got this. There's just under 2,000 stores in the United States. I don't believe this counts Canada. And quite honestly, I don't know if we have any confirmed Canadian purchases of this. It's a little weird between Canada and the U.S. and these retailers, just because the rules are so much different. They're sort of kind of related, but not really. It's a different supply chain. So let's just assume 1,500. So here we're taking 1,500 stores times all the packs. So this is, call it 21,333 packs. Now, what's interesting, when we start thinking about the total addressable market in the retail space, I pulled this up for 2024. So the share of retail commerce, and again, we can use umpteen different measures. This is ASPL math. So just don't be a jerk off and nitpick math, because this is just order of magnitude, at least in the comment section. You can be if you like, but that's fine. So Walmart has about 6.3% of the total retail commerce in the US. Target is about a third of the size at 2.1. So, getting back to the baseline here, if we assume the 2.4 million is factually realistic, not factually correct, because we don't know. The equivalent math really puts Target at 800,000 packs. Now, we know Target had some sales online and this and that, but the math seems to work out. Now, here's where it gets a little funky, and I'm not sure I totally agree with this. But if Amazon's 37.8% of the total market, that would mean they have about 14,400,000 packs. So 400,000 booster box equivalent. Now, I just want to check real quick because I have Poke Notify open. I want to see if Amazon, yeah, so Amazon's been hammering bundles as well. And I don't know if these are sold by Amazon themselves. I'm looking to see. Looks like it's sold out right now. But I would imagine these are probably sold by Amazon and MSRP. So there's a lot of them coming out through Amazon as well. So if the math works out, this is about 400,000 booster boxes worth. So you're just under $500,000 booster boxes across these these three entities. Now, I assume Amazon's a little bit lower. I didn't see booster bundles on Best Buy. I saw some of the other stuff. Let me check on that real quick, just to make sure I'm not misspeaking because I have it right in front of me here. Yeah, it looks like Best Buy's been pushing out the Blooming Waters and Prismatic. I don't see anything 151 wise, which makes sense. And GameStop's a rounding error and all this. So quite honestly, I don't give a shit about GameStop. No offense to GameStop, it's just they're a rounding error. So what we do know is we know that there's been no further products going through distribution to local game stores. So that one's effectively out. We don't know if other retail stores got these, but let's assume somewhere between 100,000 and 500,000 booster boxes for this product. It's obviously a big range, but I mean, right now there's 2,647 booster packs for sale on TCG Player. We're talking at the bare minimum 3 million packs. It's probably close, somewhere around 10 million packs is probably the most realistic place where this at. And this is coming to market starting today through the weekend. So the fact that so many people have acquired these at MSRP, I think the price on the bundles was $29.95, so $5 a pack. The current market is $9 a pack. There are going to be a lot of people that are trying to sell these. I would imagine that on Facebook you'll be able to buy these somewhere at $650, $750 per pack. So if you wanted to buy the bundles, over the next couple days is the best time to get them. That is going to occur, in my view, in the remaining history of being in print for 151. Now, once this dump is done, and again, I firmly believe that this product dump's probably the wrong term, has a little bit of negative connotation, but restock of the product is specifically related to the holidays and get the product out there, get it in front of people so they can consume it. It's going to go dry after the holidays, and then we have Blooming Waters. Now, Blooming Waters, from a distribution perspective, it's been allocated so far. GTS has pushed some numbers out, the other districts have not. Relatively close to what we've seen in Prismatic Evolutions. But at this point, 2 weeks ago, I'd say that actually matters. Right now, my point is it really doesn't mean shit, because it looks like with all of the Prismatic Evolutions product coming to market through Best Buy, Walmart, Amazon. I mean, Walmart still has some up. They're mislabeled, but it is what it is. I mean, they have to sell at MSRP, and granted, the booster or the ETBs are $5 over. As I've mentioned multiple times, I think they get a specific waiver from Pokemon Company to do that for one reason or another. Probably because the shipping cost of sending one of them it doesn't make any sense. I think a lot of the Blooming Waters is going to go through some of these big box stores. It's also coming through distribution, to be honest with you. So this could be another 200,000 boxes, 300,000 booster boxes worth. We're talking a massive amount of volume coming to market, and it's going to be concentrated in the next 2 months. And after that hits, it is going to be desert till August, September. And then there'll probably be one last push going into the end of the year. Because again, if you're assuming a 2.5 year print timeline, that gets us to March of 2026. So, these will get ripped. they'll get pushed up again. And I think the most important thing here is everybody in their mind, they have this price memory. So, the graph started at, call it $5 a pack, $6 a pack, whatever. And now we're sitting around 9. I think anybody who sees that they can get the product for $8 or $7.50, knowing that this is going to be a banger. I mean, look, this is a product that brought a lot of folks back post-COVID. Now you have a 3 to 5 year tail of, oh shit, I remember 151. I want to rip it. The product's going to go nuts, and it's going to continue to go nuts. And people aren't going to say, okay, well, it's been $9 per pack for the last 6 months. Now all of a sudden it's worth $5. No, if it does push down, first of all, there would have to be so much volume dumped on the market that everybody who thinks they're getting a deal just gets deal exhaustion. Where they're like, okay, well, I can get so much of this product. It's probably kind of shitty now. Effectively, the Sorcery Arthurian Legends effect. It's great. Then it's like, oh shit, there's more product. Well, maybe it's not so great. That's not going to happen here because there's just so much demand for this. And then secondly, it's going to dry up as soon as Blooming Waters comes out. And we're not going to see anything for months because there's so many other products that they have to print, et cetera. They're going to come out with a new specialty set in, June, July-ish timeframe. It's probably the 156 set. So we'll have 151 and 156 on the market at the same time. But yeah, if you want to buy the product and you want to hold it long-term, now is the time to buy. You are not going to get a cheaper price point than effectively starting today and going forward. And I would imagine, it's going to be 4 or 5 days of this product just being in all over the place. And then Blooming Waters coming in and being all over the place. There's probably a near-term, what's the word? Regression, whatever, of price, probably through February, March of next year. And then we'll start the slow climb all over again. And quite honestly, people are going to be ripping the packs because at the MSRP of $5 a pack, it probably has EV or positive EV. It certainly has EV. But it's probably positive, especially with all the cards going through the roof here. So anyway, I just want to put the video out and just give everybody a heads up with all the new product coming. Now's the time to start looking and buying. And by the way, the other high quality product, it is the Surging Sparks Pokemon Center ETBs. They're available, vastly available, and sitting at $115, $120 when the regular ETBs are $70, I think. Check real quick. Yeah, regular ETBs are $70, $74, $75. So you get the $50 Magneton promo. And you're basically on par. So you're at 122 versus 75. So you're actually better off with Pokemon Center ETB. So I would highly recommend buying them while you can because they're $200 ETBs. The Pokemon Center ETBs for Surging Sparks. And once these start to dry up, and they will start to dry up, I mean, there's 179 listed right now. And the volume's churning, but they're still big dollars. Once the volume's gone, the volume's gone. And the opportunity is going to be lost. No different than 151. So anyway, we still have our sale up for Foundations Jumpstart. We'll probably take it down at the end of the day today. Thank you for everybody who made purchases. But I really want to get back to some value add videos and get away from the holiday rush and some of the bullshit. So, all right, guys, like, subscribe, join the Discord, and we'll talk soon.